Back. We got another one. Look, ridiculousness, Myra, who was better for Steve, Myra or Laura, and yeah, have I made my, peace with the fact that some people, think it's Myra? No, I haven't. Okay. No. And I'm about to prove to you that Laura is the only woman for him. You know what I'm saying? And we're about to get into it. Let's go. Myra and Laura already into it.
I'm so sorry.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Sorry. Sorry.
Sorry. I actually thought when I first watched this episode, he was finally about to get his kiss. I thought he was, but he didn't. He didn't take the opportunity. And pay attention to the open communication, the dialogue. Okay. We'll let them do it.
Look, I owe you an apology. The only reason I asked you to be my partner was because I was worried about my grade. When I said my feelings for you might change, I was lying. And I'm sorry.
So you used me.
Yeah.
You trifled with my emotions. I offered you my heart and you stopped that summer friend.
Steve is milking this right now. He is totally milking this right now. But you go ahead. Go ahead with yours, Steve. Go ahead.
Yes.
No, Becky.
Yeah, he's milking it.
What?
Well, you fessed up. That's what counts. Your honesty only makes me love you more.
Bam. Okay, so look. This is the first thing that we want to look at. For everybody that always says, what did Steve love about Laura? What did he just say? Your honesty only makes me love you more. Right? So this the openness, the fact that Laura was willing to get it right.
Will you still be my partner?
Hey, you bet, my dad. Hold it. A few minutes ago, was it just my imagination, or did you actually hug me?
Basically, Steve is saying, was there physical contact or not, huh?
I hugged you.
Just checking.
Catch him. Catch him.
You know what, Laura? I realize the reason you don't love me is because I'm weak.
Steve, that's not true.
It isn't?
No. There's lots of reasons why I don't love you.
Laura, you get on my nerves sometimes. But again, some of y'all may not like it, but again, what is she doing? She's being open and honest with him. Okay.
Really? We'll name a couple.
Well, you're stubborn, irritating, loud, obnoxious, pushy, clumsy.
I said a couple.
Right. Christmas list, laundry list. Lord, we didn't need all that.
Well, is there anything you do like about me?
Well, you're intelligent. I like that. In fact, I think brains are very sexy. You're not acting like the Steve Urkel I've come to know and tolerate. That Steve Urkel would get out of this jam by using the biggest muscle he has. His brain.
Got to stop it one more time. We got to pause for the cause once again. Okay, so we're talking about who was better for Steve, Myra, or Laura. What you're seeing here again, do you see this open dialogue and this open conversation, and they're 14? What do you think that's going to look like in marriage? Okay, I'm just saying, because that's what we're talking about here. But just, again, this is so vitally important. She's encouraging him, right? She is embracing the person that he is. She is bringing out his number one quality, and she's bringing that to the surface and having him think about that. Hey, bro, you got your brain.
He says, encourage one another and build each other up. Encouragement builds people up.
Now let's see. Which Daniel would that be? There's Boone.
Yeah.
Rather.
Yeah.
Glover.
Wallace.
Gone.
What?
don't know.
Why did he leave? Why is he not here?
Oh, who knows? You know how flighty those pretty boys are.
She snapped. Look. Laura snatched the boy up by his collar, huh? Yeah.
Talk! He might have gotten the idea that he had mucus nasalosis inflammicus and that his head would blow up.
Why'd you tell him that?
Because Wallace is a cad, a bounder, while Wolf in designer clothing.
So this was, I want to point this out real quick too. You know, so we can kill this argument. Steve, he stalked Laura and all this other type of stuff. And it's like, what people don't see about Steve, he was protecting her.
Wallace is a cad, a bounder, while Wolf in designer clothing.
Get out.
She's so mad.
Get out now.
Laura looks like, you know what? If I didn't know cuss words or cuss before, this would be the time I would. But I'm going to hold my tongue, okay? Yeah.
Here's a thought. Why don't I just leave?
Yeah, you might want to, Steve. Might want to right now. He's a little heated.
I don't ever want to see you again.
Goodbye.
She mad. Ooh. Here we go again.
Wake
I'm like, how many times has it happened that Steve wakes her up from a nightmare that he's actually involved in? That's just hilarious. Think about the irony of that.
I'm young again. And my butt's back.
Where was it?
Yeah.
I had a terrible nightmare. Steve, I shouldn't have kicked you out of my life.
Oh, look, you had a right to be upset. After all, I did use my superior intellect to scare away Daniel Wallace.
Said, man, I shouldn't have kicked you out. And Steve takes his... Y'all peeping game on this? Steve is taking the responsibility on his part. You know, I understand. I kind of did. I did play a part in this. This is what I'm paying. This is what I'm saying. We got to pay attention to this.
Maybe I should have thanked you. I know he's got that love him and leave him rep.
That's what he's trying to do, too.
I was just hoping that maybe I'd be different.
All right, you are different. Well, I was afraid that if he realized that too, then I'd lose you.
Okay, we got to see, look, this is so sweet. I'm sorry, we got to stop it again. Because remember, Steve's initial kick Daniel Wallace out the house is because what did he tell Laura? Man, he, you know, a wolf in sheep's designer clothing, right? But then what it really was too, is it like, okay, but what if, this is Steve's mind, but what if he does discover how awesome she is? So that was a threat to him as well. And the fact that Steve is being open and honest about that. Come on now.
You never had me.
Let's not split hairs.
Yeah. Let's not get, we don't need the details. We don't need the details.
Okay. I reacted. And I'd like you to forgive me.
Wow. An apology?
Yep.
Oh, thank you so much. Oh, I accept.
Yeah, get it out now. It's a big moment.
You know, Mara, this is a really special moment. And, well, I think that we should celebrate it by getting married.
Of course.
No.
Engaged.
No.
Going steady.
No.
A date.
No.
A kiss.
No.
A handshake.
No.
I'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah.
Laura's trying to hold it or smile. Look, but it's about to bust out though. Look, it's about to bust out. She can't hold it in.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Hello.
And this is your date, Steve Urkel.
Hello, Steve.
Hello. I'm sure you're aware that Myra was a seaport in ancient Lycia.
Oh, yes. And I'm sure that you're aware that Steve derives from the Greek, Stephanos, i.e. crown.
Steve looking like we might have something going on here. But again, we're just looking at, you know, Myra versus Laura, you know, who was better for Steve. You guys already know what it is. But, you know, we just should just observe, you know.
But of course. And these are pour vous.
Oh, they're beautiful. I just love ranunculus. Julia.
What?
Buttercups and Cupid's dart. Read a book.
Read a book. Pick one up. Pick one up. Ted and Laura like, what y'all talking about? You know, and so I wanted to really point this out because even this is the point, is that even though Myra and Steve can communicate on an intellectual level, they don't communicate on a romantic or heart level in any way. And so we can't be bamboozled by those things and thinking because you vibe with somebody that that's who you're meant to be with.
I pray you, my little ancient people.
You be the gentleman.
My handsome Stefano.
Yeah. You be that gentleman, Steve.
What a cute little snow.
You be that gentleman, Steve, huh? Huh, yeah. Feeling like the man right now.
That's a nice tie.
Oh, thanks, it's a clip-on.
Some encouragement.
Look at Myra making all the moves. Myra making moves on Steve. This already should let you know what it is, okay?
I wonder if I could put my arm around the little vixen.
The little vixen.
Oh, go for it, you spudster.
I love Steve's inner dialogue to himself. That's why you can't knock him down.
Yes, touchdown! I really like him. He definitely likes me. I'm doing.
Spotlight's on him.
Stephen Q. Urkel. I'm guilty of emotional adultery.
Oh gosh. You know, look, if there was other men that dealt with that type of guilt, the marriage results or receipts would be much better. Okay, I'm just saying.
Lauren had arranged for me to date this lovely, intelligent girl right here. Mm-hmm. And stand up, Myra. Take a bow.
Take a bow. Take a bow. She blowing kisses.
But enchanting though she is, my heart will always and forever belong to the lovely Laura.
Laura looked like, dang it! I was almost.
Oh, it's a pity I had to hurt Myra.
Yeah.
After tonight, she'll never forgive me.
God, I want Steve. I know size isn't important, but I bet his brain is huge. I don't know.
I was about to say, this is Family Matters when she said big. Well, where we going? Okay, brain,
What he sees in that Laura. But I swear, I'll never rest until I make him mine.
Okay, so this is what we gotta look at. Now remember, when Myra and Laura first met, they cool. Oh, what's up? How you doing, girl? And now all of a sudden, she's already, you know what I'm saying, not saying these things, but it's already in her thought. I don't know what so at this point, she's looking down on Laura. And this is the problem that we have, ladies. Okay, we go after the woman and not just trying to build. Like, Myra is going to start wasting, as you'll see, wasting her energy sweating Laura when she could just be trying to figure out how to build an unbreakable bond with Steve. Like, you got to put your energy in the right place.
Big bro, you gonna haul your ugly, guilty mug down to the principal's office and come clean?
Jeez, Laura.
Hadn't planned on it.
She said, yo, ugly, guilty mug. Laura just straight. But she's doing it for Steve.
Well, why not?
Laura, one person is already in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
If I confess, 2 people will be in trouble. All that does is put more people in trouble.
Eddie, you forced Steve to cheat. And now when he needs you, you leave him high and dry. Eddie, Steve was a real friend to you, and it's about time you return the favor.
God, I love you.
You want somebody that is going to have your back like this, right? Or going against her own flesh and blood, you know what I'm saying, for the sake of the earth man.
What's on your mind, Steve?
Look, and this is another thing. We're just look at Laura rolling her eyes. But look, this is another thing that is very looks like a very small thing, but it's a big thing. You know what she's doing right now? She's entertaining him right now in his desperation, you know. But she's giving him her time. And what we got to understand about time, it is the most valuable besides health. Time is the most valuable thing you have besides health. And when you go and you give it to somebody else, that is valuable. And that's what Laura's doing here. Look at Steve though. She won't look at his pitifulness.
Myra, would you please give me something to remember you by?
Like what?
Marry me. No. We get paid. We go steady.
No.
A date.
No.
A kiss.
On the hand.
On the lips.
The forehead.
Deal.
Come on, man. Classic. A kiss. On the hand. He said on the lips. She said forehead. Deal. It's close enough. I love it. I love it. Calm down, Steve. Calm down.
Oh, thank you, Laura.
You're welcome, Steve.
Look at Steve. He's coming. He's coming. So I'm not going to even stay on this long. I'm just pointing out once again, Laura has all the qualities of a wife. Okay. She, stayed around. She's waiting for him. This is big, too, that they're waiting till they could have just been like, oh, did he come out? Was everything good? Okay, cool. Peace. Right? No, they wanted to be there. Laura wanted to be there when he woke up. And you see, once he started to wake up even a little bit, Carl as well, but Laura jumped up. Okay. Just want to make sure we saw that.
Steve?
We really need to discuss our relationship.
For real.
And it seems to me I smell olive oil.
Layered with a playfully pungent Gouda on pumpernickel toast.
Oh, goody. Gouda.
I know. And for dessert,
Not brown hand,
You can look at Steve. Myra knows how to get to the heart. Well, I guess they say to get to the man's heart is through his stomach. I don't know if Steve is quite that way, but that's what they say.
Oh, Myra, stop it. We have to talk.
certainly. What's on that enormous mind of yours?
Well, it is enormous.
Yeah. No doubt.
But I just can't live a lie, Butterbottom. I care for you deeply, Myra, but I'm in love with another woman, Laura Winslow.
In other words, guys, you see, if y'all know that song, You're Not My Kind of Girl, it is the full definition of Myra and Steve's relationship. But anyway, I'm going to let them carry on.
Oh, Steven, you're so cute when you're wrong. Cheese?
Well, what do you mean I'm wrong?
What does she say? You're cute when you're wrong. So she's not even, well, let's sit down. Let's talk this out. No, you're wrong. And let me tell you how you're supposed to feel, think, and act, right? Because she bats her eyes and she gets you with flattery and food. You feel me? Ha!
Laura Winslow has played you like a fiddle. She's got you so mixed up that you actually think that you love her, but you don't.
I don't?
No.
Again, I playing the game. Myra's the one playing with this man's mind, not Laura. Okay.
Only one woman for you. Stephen. Cute.
Over here. Laura said, glad that baby got back. She glad her baby got back. You know what I'm saying? But we just getting into this again. What is this whole subject about? Who was better for Steve, Myra, Laura? And you're seeing some of the things. You're seeing you should see. This is part one. You should see the difference already in Myra and Laura. Does Laura pop off a little bit? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Does she try to get it right though? Yeah. Right? What you see with Myra, where you guys get twisted, is she bats her eyes. And like I said, she gives you flattery and food, and you don't really know what she's doing. You don't really know that she's manipulating you. You don't really know that she's controlling you. Now, Laura may pop off, but Laura's not manipulative. She's not controlling. You know what I'm saying? No, she's honest. Contrary to what people think, but I'm trying to let my guys know, my fellas, trying to let you guys know, this is what you want in a woman. Even if she has to tell you something that you don't want to hear, you would be better off her being honest with you, being open and honest. So Steve, I think, learned very quickly, Myra is not Laura. You know what I'm saying? Myra, when Steve goes and tells Myra how he feels, she tells him he doesn't feel that way. No, you don't. You don't feel that way.
It wasn't only the returns, Myra. You exaggerated and lied to your customers. You told them they looked good in things when they didn't.
Harmless flattery, Sid, just like when I told you you were losing weight.
And so what did we see there? Let's pause, Steve. Steve, it is a big moment. It really is. Myra even said out of her own mouth, it's just harmless flattery. Okay? She does the same thing with Steve. And what is one of the other things I said about Laura that she does, that you'll see that she does a lot? She encourages, right? And a lot of people think that that's what Myra does. And it's very tricky, right? And it does kind of sound the same. Like if you think about it, those two instances that I showed, where remember Myra says, when Steve's trying to talk to Myra, and Myra says, what's on that enormous brain of yours, right? And then, which is flattery. That's not encouragement. That's flattery, right? And then but you look at Laura, where Steve was feeling less than himself, doubting himself, feeling insecure a little bit, and what does Laura, go and say to him? She says, you're not acting like the Steve I'll tolerate. You know what I'm saying? She said that Steve will figure out how to get, out of this using the biggest muscle he has, his brain, right? So let's look at this for a second. Myra, she's basically saying enormous brain, right? Laura's saying, the biggest muscle that he has is his brain. That would sound the same, but it isn't. What Myra is doing is flattering Steve because really she doesn't want to hear what he has to say. Laura is encouraging Steve. He's low. He's feeling down. He's feeling down and out about himself. And you will see this consistently with Laura to be himself. She always reminds him how he was built, how God made him. You know what I'm saying? What God made him to be, and what his advantage is. And this, like I said before, what Myra does a lot is in the form of right in that same mode of line, right? We go to Proverbs 26 and 28. It says, a lying tongue, a lying tongue hates those it hurts, and a flattering mouth works ruin. Okay. So as I said before, the Bible does not think highly, which means God does not think highly of flattery. Just point it out. Okay, let's go to this. We go here. This is what Laura's doing. Got to go to the word once again. 1 Thessalonians 5:11. It says, therefore encourage one another and build each other up, just as in fact you are doing. Right? So the Bible encourages what Laura's doing, but the Bible discourages what Myra does. And so, I mean, we just got part one, though. We're gonna get down with the get down in part two. Love God, love people. May God bless you. May God keep you.
Encourage one another and build each other up. Encouragement builds people up. More than information, we need encouragement. Sometimes I know what to do. I'm just too discouraged to do it.